Es müsste ja theoretisch der Zeitungsartikel, nachdem wir bei der Polizei waren, müsste ja der Zeitungsartikel, der in der Lobby liegt,
Miss
müsste ja
Roy?
auch ein bisschen anders sein.
Miss Roy? Miss Roy!
Oh, sorry. I was distracted.
I really need you to focus right now. I don't want to be here all night, and I'm sure you don't either.
No. No, I don't.
So, as I was saying, we're trying to ascertain the circumstances of Mr. Cruz's death. Can you tell me how you came to find the body?
I was cleaning room 509 when I heard the elevator bell ring. Again and again and again. I thought maybe a child was playing with the doors, so I went out in the corridor, and that's when I saw him. All the blood and...
Why was the elevator bell ringing?
I'm sorry?
You said you heard the elevator bell ring. Why was it ringing? I assume it wasn't a child after all.
So, ich werde wieder ehrlich sein, bis es zu dem Part kommt, wo wir rumgeschnüffelt haben. Wobei, wo es bis zu dem Part kommt, dass Paul halt im Krankenhaus war und er und Marcella halt eine Affäre haben. Ansonsten werde ich da ehrlich durchgehen. Weil ist, glaube ich, nicht illegal, das mit dem Rumsnoopen. Und wenn, reagiert er da nicht so drauf.
Well, Mr. Cruz's body was preventing the doors from closing.
Really? When we found the body, it wasn't that close to the doors.
Oh, the stairs are blocked because of the renovations, so the elevator's the only way out of the 5th floor. I had no choice but to move the body. Just a little.
Ah, so that explains the traces we found. Thank you for clearing that up. So, what did you do after that?
Well, that's when the power cut. So I had to go to the janitor's closet.
To access the fuse box.
Exactly. I changed a few fuses and turned the power back on.
But there's a lock on that box, isn't there? Did you have the key?
No, I didn't. Only Eugene does. But I thought an ice pick might do the trick, so I went to the ice machine to get one.
You're a size 7, I suppose.
Yes, I am. Why?
What did you see when you went to the ice machine?
There was blood. A lot of it.
Did you touch anything?
So, da sagen wir jetzt, no, nothing. Außer den Eispick. Aber da weiß er ja von.
No. No, nothing.
Good. You wouldn't believe how many idiot witnesses accidentally compromised the evidence. Anyway, what did you do after restoring the power?
I took the elevator down to the lobby. That's where I called the police.
Do you remember what you said to the operator? The exact words.
No, I'm afraid I don't.
You said, there's a man dead. He's been murdered.
That's possible.
What makes you so sure it was murder?
Das hier unten links hatten wir beim ersten Durchlauf nicht. Mr. Cruz received some death threats. Weil wir diese Information nicht hatten mit dem Herr Williams. Hieß er Simon Williams irgendwie so?
Well, I know about Mr. Cruz's angry customer. The one who sent him death threats.
Oh, yes, we found those. But the customer in question lives back in Texas, so there's no way he could have killed Mr. Cruz.
Actually, I think he may be staying at the hotel.
Have you encountered him?
No. In room 504, there's a guest who seems to be traveling alone. Yet, he has these 3 teddy bears in his room. Mr. Cruz's customer lost his 3 children in a fire, and these bears are slightly burnt. So...
An interesting deduction. I'll look into that. But how do you even know about the death threats?
I've been snooping around. Ich weiß nicht, Mr. Cruz told me. Das ist halt jetzt nichts. So, wenn ich in einem Hotel bin und die Reinigungskräfte da sind, ist da jetzt nicht. Es wäre jetzt nichts, was ich jetzt so droppen würde, wenn ich mich mit denen unterhalte. Bin ich ehrlich.
I've been snooping around the guests' rooms.
Of course you have. Listen, I couldn't care less that you're a nosy Nelly. Most women are. But I need you to tell me what you know.
All right.
We've learned from one of your colleagues that the victim had a fight with a guest named Mr. Spade. What can you tell me about him?
Gar nix.
I don't really know anything about him. He seems nice, though.
Nice. I wouldn't be so sure.
Oh?
We found out that Mr. Spade is fresh out of a madhouse. When we called
Scheiße.
the place, they painted quite the picture of him. Did you ever see him display odd behavior in or around the hotel?
No. I mean, we've all got our little quirks, don't we?
Did he seem obsessed with Mrs. Cruz?
A little, maybe, but
Obsessed enough to kill her husband?
no. Nothing like that.
Das
We all
heißt,
have our
irgendwas
obsessions.
wahrscheinlich übersehen.
Me, for instance.
Scheiße.
I'm obsessed with celebrities and gossip magazines, and
You don't seem to understand, Miss Roy. Mr. Spade is not like you and me. He may look like us, but he's not. He's dangerous and needs to be taken off the streets. So tell me, did you ever see him be violent or aggressive?
No.
no, I didn't. I'm sorry I can't be of more help.
No, I'm sure you are. But
Wenn
we're
wir
not
das
quite
andere
done
nehmen,
yet, Miss
werden wir da
Roy.
rausgeschmissen.
The victim's wife, Marcella Cruz. Apparently she left in quite a hurry this morning. What can you tell me about her?
Gar nichts. Ich hoffe, ich habe da wenigstens alles
I
weggemacht.
don't know much. Only that she looks like a loving, caring wife.
Does she? All right then.
Can I leave now?
Yes, you can. Thank you for your cooperation, Miss Roy. We'll be in touch if we have any more questions.
Da scheine ich aber alles weggenommen zu haben. So, da sind wir wieder. Ich frag mich.
Bernard was strangely chipper on the phone. That can't be a good sign. I guess
mich,
I'll
was
know
ich
the atmosphere is so
da
different in
vergessen
here.
hab.
It'll probably be a while before the hotel reopens. They're pinning it on Paul and using him to scare even more people into believing psychiatric hospitals are dangerous.
Fuck. Warte mal, können wir ja zufällig mal los? Ist denn das letzte? Wie spät ist es? Von vor einer Minute? Schade. Weil, ich gehe nochmal zurück. Wirklich, ich schmeiß jetzt alles in seinem Scheißzimmer weg. Weil es ist. Paul ist ein bisschen weird, aber in meinen Augen unschuldig. In meinen Augen ist es dieser Williams. Deswegen, ich mach dann einfach Cut und spring einfach zur Stelle wieder hin, wo wir eben waren. Ich glaube, ich habe das gefunden, was eben dafür gesorgt hat, dass der Paul angeklagt wird. Unten hier auf dem Boden lag der Zettel, wo auf der Rückseite diese Hints sind für den für die Kombination vom Safe. Und einer der Hints war ja Year of Mental Hospital Release oder Hospital Release oder so. Habe ich jetzt auch einfach mal weggeschmissen. Ich schmeiß trotzdem alles andere noch mit weg. Außer das Bild von sich selber und seinem Buddy hier. Das kann er behalten.
What did you see when you went to the ice machine?
There was blood. A lot of it.
Did you touch anything?
No. No, nothing.
That's weird. It sure looks like someone poked around the crime scene.
Ah,
Oh well. We'll know more once the fingerprint analysis comes in, won't we? So, what did you do after restoring the power?
I took the elevator down to the lobby. That's where I called the police.
Do you remember what you said to the operator? The exact words.
No, I'm afraid I don't.
You said, there's a man dead. He's been murdered.
That's possible.
What makes you so sure it was murder?
Well, I know about Mr. Cruz's angry customer. The one who sent him death threats.
Oh, yes, we found those. But the customer in question lives back in Texas, so there's no way he could have killed Mr. Cruz.
Actually, I think he may be staying at the hotel.
Have you encountered him?
No. In room 504, there's a guest who seems to be traveling alone. Yet, he has these 3 teddy bears in his room. Mr. Cruz's customer lost his 3 children in a fire, and these bears are slightly burnt. So...
An interesting deduction. I'll look into that. But how do you even know about the death threats?
I've been snooping around the guests' rooms.
Of course you have. Now, unless you want me to arrest you for violating your guest's privacy, I suggest you tell me everything you know.
All right.
We've learned from one of your colleagues that the victim had a fight with a guest named Mr. Spade. What can you tell me about him?
gar nichts.
I don't really know anything about him. He seems nice, though.
You wouldn't be trying to protect him, would you, Miss Roy? Because that could land you in jail.
No, I'm not.
Let's try something else then. The victim's wife, Marcella Cruz. Apparently she left in quite a hurry this morning. What can you tell me about her?
Ich weiß gar nichts. Ich hoffe übrigens, man hat eben nicht dieses laute Rumpeln gehört. Die Katze hat sich dazu entschieden, auf den Tisch zu springen. Und dann auf mich raufzuspringen. Und sich dann dazu entschieden, meinen Körper, Oberfläche erstmal nicht mehr verlassen zu wollen. Und jetzt liegt sie so halb in meinen Armen. Und ich krieg sie nicht mehr runter, weil sie sich festgekrallt hat. Und ich glaube, sie hat irgendwas dabei umgeschmissen. Aber keine Ahnung, ich weiß gar nichts über Marcella.
I don't know much. Only that she looks like a loving, caring wife.
Does she? It's very odd. Both Mr. Spade and Mrs. Cruz are prime suspects in this case, and yet we have very little evidence on either of them. It's almost as if someone has cleaned up after them.
Mir gefällt
I
dein
really
Ton
hope
nicht.
I'm wrong, though. Because if I'm right, that would be obstruction of justice, and the people, or person, responsible could face very serious consequences. But hey, I guess we'll know soon enough.
Scheiße. Ich hätte ich doch erzählen sollen. Ja, ich habe ein paar Sachen angefasst. Goddamn. Okay. Ich habe ein Problem. Ich habe eine Katze auf dem Arm. Ich weiß nicht, wie ich jetzt steuern soll. Ich versuche sie nochmal runter zu werfen.
Bernard sounded really dejected on the phone. Time to see what that's about, I guess.
Sie ist unten.
Let's go see what Bernard wants.
So. Das müsste jetzt neu sein. The interrogation. I never imagined I would be sitting in an interrogation room at the police. Ja, warte mal, das ist das Gleiche. Hier unten. Detective Tremblay made it very clear that anyone who cleaned up after the guests involving in the case was committing obstruction of justice. Was he bluffing, trying to scare me? Or should I really be worried about what's coming? Oh. Nicht, dass sie jetzt im Gefängnis landet. After the storm. It's been tough being alone with my thoughts since the hotel closed 2 days ago. Nee, das ist das Gleiche. Hat sich das bei Dingsy Bumsy Maurice geändert? Nee. Auch nicht. Ach, Brock, ist das noch irgendwas? Ja, das hatten wir ja alles. Nee. Da ist nichts
The
Neues.
atmosphere is so different in here. It'll probably be a while before the hotel reopens. They are not mincing their words when it comes to Bernard and his management. This doesn't look good for the hotel.
Okay, aber ich weiß jetzt nicht, was genau in den Text steht. Ich weiß aber auch nicht, was genau in den Text steht, wenn alle 3 angeklagt sind oder wenn halt nur Paul angeklagt ist. Weil, too many damn words for anyone to read. So, naja. Eugene ist trotzdem gefeuert. Wollen wir mal,
I'll
ne?
go empty my locker.
Andrew,
Hey,
are you okay?
I've just been fired.
What? No,
It's okay. I just need some time to process it. I'll be on the mezzanine if you want to join me afterwards.
yeah. Yeah, okay.
Oh, right. Come in. So, I suppose you know why you're here?
I would
What?
guess it has something to do with the murder.
Well, as you may be aware, the hotel's reputation has taken a solid hit. We've been mocked and ridiculed by the papers. It's truly humiliating. And that's not even the worst of it. With a story like this, guests may not flood through our doors again for a very long time. If ever, I may have no choice but to sell the hotel.
Oh.
Just years of arduous work gone down the drain. Anyway, it's clear now that we're going to have to tighten our belts for at least a couple of months, which means cutting off dead weight.
I suppose I'm the dead weight.
Yes. I mean, not you specifically, but some of your colleagues certainly are. From what I've heard, you've been quite the exemplary maid lately. Clean rooms, satisfied guests.
I take my job very seriously, sir.
As you should. We'll see for the future, but for now, you'll be allowed to continue working here.
Thank you.
I'm not done. The police have finished their investigation and left a mess on the 5th floor. I want you to clean it up.
You want me to go back there?
Yes, why not?
I found a dead body on that floor. I'm not going back.
I'll make this simple for you. If you don't do it, you're fired.
Gehe ich lieber freiwillig.
You can't fire me. Because I quit.
Sure. I fire you, you quit.
It's all the same to me. Just make sure to empty your locker before the end of the month. That'll be all.
Hey,
Hey,
what a week.
you don't say. So what did Bernard want with you?
Well, he was being kind of a jerk, so I quit.
You what?
I quit. I figured there was no point in staying if you were leaving.
I'm flattered, but that really wasn't necessary.
I think it's for the best. Did Bernard say why he was firing you?
Oh, well, he told me I wasn't as efficient as I used to be. Gave me this ultimatum. I said I couldn't handle any more pressure, so he showed me the door. With his new budget cuts, I had a feeling something like this would happen.
So, what's next for you?
I think I'd like to be my own boss. No more Bernard looking over my shoulder. I've had this dream for a while of maybe opening a bookstore.
I can't say I'm surprised.
It just makes so much sense. I'd be able to combine the two things I love most, reading books and helping people. Granted, helping people find books is a far cry from helping them find God, but
My mom likes to say there's no job too small. Plus, just by the way you're talking about it, it's obvious it'd make you happy. And that's what really matters, I think.
yeah, you're right. Thank you. I'm really glad I have you in my life.
Me too.
So. Good old Smoocher. Let's go.
Can I?
Kiss me?
Yes.
Ich habe nämlich so das Gefühl, das
Please
wird
do.
kein sehr gutes Ende
That was...
für,
Yeah, it was.
für Sophie. Ich weiß nicht, der Kopf war halt noch komischer als davor.
I've been thinking about Paul a lot.
Oh, really? Should I be jealous?
No, not in that way. I've been thinking about what he went through. And you as well. How you've been ashamed of something you have no control over. How I've been ashamed of my own mother. I don't want to be ashamed of her anymore. And I don't want to be ashamed of you.
Well, then let's be shameless together. Look, it may be hard at first, but I have a feeling a wind of change is about to blow. One day, struggling with your own mind won't be any more shameful than having chickenpox.
I really hope that's true.
It will be.
Oha.
Hey, it's that detective. What's he doing here?
Let's not make a scene, all right?
A scene? What's going on?
Andrew,
Fuck.
it's okay.
I warned you where obstruction of justice would get you, Miss Roy. So here we are. You're under arrest.
What? This is nonsense. What are you doing? You can't just... You can't... They can't just...
No. Go fight for your girl. Es heißt, ich muss irgendjemanden ausliefern, sonst landen wir im Knast. Aber Dingsy-Bumsy Williams ist... Oh, er ist jetzt ein Schauspieler. Oh. Oh, ist das der Ehemann? Der Stalker-Ehemann. Die sind schon cute zusammen. Scheiße. Aber, zu Besuch? Bin ich frei? Bin ich raus? Ich komme wenigstens wieder raus. Für mich ist das ein Happy End. Ladies and Gentlemen, I think we did it. Hat mich jetzt auch nur noch mal extra 1 Stunde 10 gekostet. Yay. We did it. So viel zu. Hauptsache, ich heule erstmal rum. Ich mag Sachen nicht, wo man am Ende nicht herausfindet, wer es denn wirklich war oder ob die Leute noch leben. Ich habe da so ein Buch letztens gelesen. Ja, hätte ich mir mal alles richtig genau angeguckt, wüsste ich, wer der Killer ist. Wobei ich glaube, das ist so Auslegesache. Theoretisch hat man ja nichts, was so zu 100% hindeutet, dass es Person XY war. Sondern man kann, also ich glaube, man muss sich selber in seinem Kopf für irgendjemanden entscheiden, den man halt nicht opfert, weil die Person lebt ja noch, aber halt dem Polizisten zum Fraß vorwirft. Ja. Aber TBH, der Williams, war für mich so der, dessen Motiv am logischsten ist. Weil, ja, Paul ist ein bisschen Delulu gewesen. Aber ein bisschen Delulu heißt jetzt nicht, ich bringe den Mann um von der Person, die mich angeheuert hat, sie zu stalken, damit sie ein Buch darüber schreiben kann. Und die Marcella hatte dem Hector ja gesagt, hey, ist nicht mehr, ich will nicht mehr. Und natürlich war er mad. Aber ich habe so das Gefühl, er ist aufs Sofa gegangen. Ich weiß nicht, ob es da irgendwie tatsächlich Hinweise für gab, aber ist so mein Feeling. Ist jetzt nicht so, dass er aggressiv und gewalttätig und misshandelnd denn gegenüber von Marcella geworden ist. So das, was man halt mitbekommen hat, ne? First of all, es ist ein Spiel. Also, ich interpretiere da ein bisschen sehr viel gerade rein. I know. Macht mir aber Spaß, also mache ich weiter. Deswegen glaube ich halt auch nicht, dass es die Marcella ist. Und bei Anne, das Einzige, was mich halt ein bisschen stutzig macht, ist halt, dass ihre kaputte Kette da lag. Aber ansonsten, ich weiß ja nicht. Ich weiß nicht, das ist so, würde sie halt den Mann einfach umbringen? I doubt it. Naja. Aber hey, wir haben jetzt noch ein Ende gesehen. Yay. Ich bin gespannt, was wir als nächstes spielen. Ich habe mir da vielleicht schon eine Kleinigkeit rausgesucht. Bin gespannt.